everyone, welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert Extended. Last episodes we made the blood altar over here and filled it up to the max that we can. We also filled up my mana pearl, and blood pearl. And we had this farm over here that's creating the blood constantly. And off camera, I made the pendant needed for to stop those insanity episodes that I keep getting. And the fuel for it is the odor powder. It gives you like 20 minutes warp ward per powder. Also, I set up the altar for tier 5, but I'm not gonna be making that right now. So what I'm planning to do this episode is I want to start industrial foregoing. So to do that, we're gonna have to create the machine case, which is made out of 4 reinforced stone, rubber, and advanced machine casing. Here we have the materials for the advanced casing. Machine casing. And we should now start industrial foregoing. We get a free tree extractor, a water source. We already crafted some of that, and another machine case. I can put the water source here. We actually do that for one of the things. Alright. Now, next step, we should go industrial foregoing is over here. We should create the latex processing unit. Now, this is made out of 2 furnaces, an iron gear, and 4 iron. Now we got everything for the latex processing unit. Next step should be getting rubber. Now, I have usually a setup for the tree fluid extractor, and it requires having 4 of these, an observer, and a block placer. Have at them. Let me get all these items first. Alright, now that I got all the stuff, we got 4 fluid extractors. And the one last thing we're gonna need is... Oh, we have everything, never mind. So let's start off choosing a place to build. I think I'll build it over here. Alright, now that we have everything, we can build it. I want to build it underground so that I can hide all the redstone and stuff. First thing, let's put the block placer. And let's put... Extractor number 1, 2, 4, but observer first so that it faces the right direction. Now that we got the observer facing the right direction, blocks around so I can place down the extractors themselves. Now with that done, feel something is missing. Now I need to connect the redstone from the observer. Oh. That's not... wait, hold up. Actually, let me do something. Okay. And there we go. I made the skystone slabs as the ceiling. Now if we go here, we should have our flooring. Okay. This will emit a redstone signal. And we need some... Transfer it upwards. Connect it to the block placer over here. And around here we should put... What's it called? Like fluid pipes. Because these will get like fluid out. Block placer activate. I'll set this up. I'll connect the block placer with the observer. This way anytime the block breaks, the observer will trigger it and make the block placer place a block. Now this should be working. I put some rubber wood in here, and it should now start working. All 4 of these are producing latex. Whenever that block breaks, because these 3 fluid extractors will break the block eventually, and the observer will get a signal, activating the block placer to place another one. This way we'll get automated latex, which we need to pump into a latex processing unit. Now where do I place that? I need to place power, an input for water, and an input for the latex. I'll figure out a place where it would look nice and work properly. Alright, I'm placing it here with a water source behind it, and everything is under it, so I don't have the pipes exposed from underground. Now all we need to do is first needed and put the servos over here for extraction. And that should pump everything into... Good. And I found out the reason. I accidentally had the pipe connected to the infinity water source, so it filled up the entire pipe system. Now this should work, and fill this up with latex. Perfect. Now all we need is to add some power, so I'll just use the default. Not really default, but just what we have right now. I am gonna need... There we go, connectors. Cable. That should start working and producing tiny dry rubber. Now we got 9. We can craft rubber with them by combining them and then smelting the rest. There we go, we got plastic. This is the first step of few things. Second thing we need to make from this mod is the mob slaughter mob slaughter factory. Use plastic, Tesla coil. Tesla coil is just made HV capacitor. The copper coil, we have those. Some steel, then steel, and sled. That's pretty easy. I can make all of that. Camera. Fluxed armor plating. This should be just electrum plus something else. Electrum in a metal former, yeah. This is made in a fluid infuser, we have that. And stabilized redstone, electrum. Pretty simple. Stabilized redstone is basically just redstone that is in the melt. That's pretty easy. Next thing is the flux crystal. Takes the same amount of materials. That's pretty easy. What else? Would need anything else that is out of the ordinary? Ew, silver plate is easy. Nice. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Great, now that I have the mob slaughterhouse, we should be... Where is... I forgot. There. We should now try to get pink slime. Let me empty my inventory and try to set up a place for the mob slaughterhouse, plus where we can have our demon mill. I'm gonna have them combined together under a ritual. I need to get a bunch of ritual stone and a bunch of other stuff. I'll get that real quick. We're getting a mob slaughterhouse. Alright, I've set up the slaughterhouse. And just like how we made the farm down here with the cursed earth, I put it over here. It's over there working. And another thing I did is I used the fluid extractors on mineral wood to get us mineral. I stored it in tanks over here, and we can pump it into this drying basin over here, which I created by just a bunch of wood and iron, like dye. So yeah, we get mineral over here, which I needed to create mineral glass, and we needed that for... I can get it down in this hole, would be nice. I wanted to get a range add-on, which requires a mineral glass with some lead and plastic. Another thing I did is I upgraded our... What are they called? Altar, yeah. I made a tier 5 altar by getting beacons. Because killing the wither was too easy and apparently it didn't need to be recorded, really. It brought dies in like 5 wars, 5 magic... Go. The usual way of summoning the wither, and I'll just wait for him. And that's all it takes to kill the wither. Alright, now that we have the slaughterhouse going, what I have down here is 2 these, I forgot what they're called, water wheels running, producing energy just for that thing up there. And we're getting liquid meat and pink slime from the mobs dying. Now what we can do is we take the pink slime and we place it down, and eventually this will turn into a pink slime. And here we go, the pink slime spawned. Now we just kill it, and we get our pink slime bones. And this should disappear. what I want to do is I want to do rituals in blood magic. So one of the rituals I want to do is the Fallen Tower, but I kind of want to keep that for a bit later. So to do that, I already did a lot of blood stabbing, and I have enough for a few stacks of these ritual stones. Alright, next step I want to do is, well, we want to like get more. We have like an infinite amount of blood. Infinite is the right word, but we have an unlimited amount. Doesn't matter. I want to make an unlimited amount of demonic will. And to do that, first off, we need to start off with making two items. We need to make demon crucible, made by one of these, and I don't remember what it needed. And there we go, diamonds and stone. This should make the demon crucible. And we need a demon crystallizer, which you should have a base of, like, if you check the recipe over here, you should have a minimum of 400, and we'll consume 100 demonic will. So we had 500, and now we don't. The next thing we need to put is... I made another hell forge just for this. I think this one was glass. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Does this require more? This thing is 500 demonic will. I'll go get a bit more demonic will for this one. Alright, now that I filled the tartaric gem, I can do it. There we go, we can craft this recipe. And now what these do is... well, let's try to find a place to put them. I'll put them here, because that's what I want to build it. Under here is gonna be another mob farm. Yes, a third one. And this one will... I don't know if like there's an easier way to do this than this mob farm. Alright, so I'm gonna do it in this chunk. And what I'm gonna do is, first thing, the demon crucible down. And what you want to do is, first thing, I'm gonna get my... Put down your crystallizer. And you can tell from the aura, well, that you can't... Oh, hold on. There, what is it called? Demon... No... There's an aura meter for... Come on, there. I couldn't see it. Demon will aura. So basically, you want to make a crystal. To make the crystal, you need a crystallizer with an aura that has demonic will. So to get some demonic will, you can put down tartaric gem, and it will slowly start to empty. Eventually, this will have a crystal. Eventually. Yeah, it took 100, so it's gonna be making a crystal pretty soon. We just need to give it some time, and we will have one crystal growing in the center. Okay, change of plans. Before I get the crystal, now the aura has some demonic will. What I want to do is build a ritual that will help with that will. So I'll build that mob farm that I talked about, and I will like set up the stuff needed for that ritual to be built. It's a 7x7 area, I believe. Okay, now that I emptied the place and I already built the bottom part, to build the top part, we're gonna need a few ritual stones. I don't know how much exactly. We have 48, and just start building. Or not. Wrong. Oh, I am out of first thing. We can do it. It took 48. It took 44 blocks. That's good. We need an activation crystal. Now this should work. Activate. Now it should start killing mobs. Hold on. Okay. The mobs are spawning. They should be taking some damage. Perfect. Now, on top of this, we need to build... hold on, let me get some more ritual stones. Our next step is to build another ritual on top of this. Master Stone, and this one is called something of the Facet Crystal. Oh. And let me read it in the Sanguine. It's called... There, resonance of the facetated crystals. There we go. Now this will interlock perfectly with the bottom one. Now let me remember what the bottom parts like. I'm curious if it interlocks into these small areas. I'll just finish building this. I think it should be done. It actually might be missing one item. And these boots are good, but they're bad at the same time. No, it's perfect. Okay. Now this also I should right click and now it should work. With this, I can put the demon crystallizer on top of it. And I get the demon crucible. Still in the same chunk, right? Yes. And for this, I can now empty the Tartaric gem in here. This will speed up this process of producing crystals, I think. It also should produce 4 different types of crystals for each of the demonic wills. There's demonic will, corrosive, destructive, vengeful, and steadfast. Alright, since the crystal in the middle grew, the centerpiece will get surrounded by 6 of those small crystals. But since the ritual under it, it will turn 4 of these crystals into 4 different types of demonic crystals. And it will eventually stack up until 7. And then we can break them to use them whatever we want. Now next step is to build another ritual. Now that we have our 5 crystals, what we can do is go down here. And we need to find another crystal by the name of space. Something related to crystals. And there we go, crack of the fractured crystals. What this will do is it will break the block. And this should fit perfectly with the thing on top of it. Issue is I don't want to remove this light. Okay. Now that I removed the ceiling, this should fit perfectly with the top part. And now we can activate this. Feel the rune are not configured correctly. Am I out of room? Oh wait, there's more stuff it could. There we go, the second ritual is done and it fits perfectly with the first one. Like an opposite part of it. Okay. Now I don't know if I can build this one block down, like the mob farm. Because it'd be nicer if we can control the lighting. Now the next step should be making the crystal middle part. I don't know what it's called, but we need to make that. First thing, actually, before we do anything, I need to get 5 barrels. Or caches, whatever they're called. Caches. Yes. Alright, now that we have the 5 demon wheels inside their barrels, and it's locked, but it's always saved, I'm just gonna do it for now for the normal demon wheel. And what you do is craft something like this, but I can craft it without any... Oh, hold up, let me check. How much demon wheel does it need to craft? Oh. Oh, okay, that's the problem. That's a slight problem that I have to solve. Now I wonder, can I put the third thing back again? I do want to have... But no, I don't need that. I can put back the crystallizer. And this should work efficiently, kinda. Put down the crystallizer. And feed this with 2 demonic wills. This should grow a crystal. 5. I put 2 crystals. It should produce like more crystals than I... Wait, I built a crystal. Wait, there's a second crystal. Could get like a net. I put this back in here. Just hope. Okay, broke another crystal. We started off with 7. 6. Okay. I'll just wait for it to continue doing this. It's 6. 7. There's an 8th crystal here. Wait. We are at a net gain. Okay, we're good. Good, that's good. So we can just keep feeding this, and this will continue producing more crystal wells from this crystallizer. So I don't have to build another one of these recipes to like produce the other thing. That was cool. So I'll do this for a while until I get enough of these demon wells, and then without having to kill anything, take this demon altar. Hellfire Forge. You can place it in the same chunk, and if you put a Tartaric gem over here, it will slowly start taking from the aura. Alright, I've had this going for a bit now, and I've charged the entire common Tartaric gem to the max. Now we can use that to upgrade our crystal to where is, and the Tartaric gem itself. And then now we have the upgrader. Is it the grader or what? Here we have 1024. It will consume like 100 or something. Now we can take this out and drop this in here, empty it, or we can upgrade it to the greater Tartaric gem. Let's investigate here. For here, I can put this in here to create more crystals, and rinse and repeat this process for everything. We can go back to Botania, this time try to get more mana. So since last time we created the Mariamorphous, which is this time I'm gonna create something that creates a bit more fuel, like mana, I mean. There are a few options. Hydrogenas produce it from water, but it gets destroyed after 1 hour. And the flames we use, they use burnable materials, Entropinium, and use explosions. That's cool. Thermal lilies use lava. Rose Arcana uses XP. We don't really have a bunch of those like lying around. Munch Dew is a classic for me. I use sometimes because it eats leaves from trees. So combine that with a tree farm, it's pretty good. Gurmarielis. The Kekmurus. It can eat almost any cake, including its... But really? Experimental 115 doesn't get destroyed. Right, so I think we should go to the Twilight Forest. I've set this up decently for now. And now if we go to the Hellforge, I filled up the greater Tartaric gem, and I made the other Tartaric gem into a greater one. And we can turn this 4096 what is it called? Into the Grand Tartaric gem. And we can also do is let me take these out. This is just empty, it is okay. And just empty this in here so we can upgrade it later into the Grand one too. Alright, to get to the Twilight Forest, one of the older mods, I don't think we got many updates, but I'll build the portal for the Twilight Forest here for now, and later I will try to move it over here to the portal wall. So what you need is water. This. And you need to surround the water with flowers, doesn't matter what, as long as it's Minecraft flowers, I believe, only work. I never tried anything else. And then you throw a diamond in here and Shazam. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think this works. I have to cheat no more. As I was saying, before random bugs happened, go through the portal and now you're in the Twilight Forest. Now I believe there is a Twilight Forest chapter. There it is. Now first thing first, we need to... Okay, they want you to do it the official way. I'll do that. I need to find a raven. Okay, I couldn't find a raven nearby, but we are next to the first boss, which is the basilisk. The basilisk is in this dungeon, domain, whatever this is called. No, basilisk. Sorry, it's called the Naga. I just called it basilisk because, I mean, that's what I remembered. So let's just kill this thing. It's easy, we're way overpowered. There we go. Move on to the next thing. I can find a raven on the way. Next thing we should fight the lich. And now that we arrived at the lich tower, the entrance is usually in. And I'm still not sure what is the dark tower exactly. All the way on top is where the lich chills. And all you need to do is smack him. Eventually, his copy is gonna shoot like an orb. You need to try to deflect it towards the shield of the lich. Destroy the shield. You can see it on top. Go. Keep doing that until it breaks. Sometimes they just shoot in random directions. Okay. There we go, now we can fight the lich himself. Tap him. There we go. We're dead. Lich thing. What else did he drop? He drops the zombie scepter and that's it. After the lich, we should fight. Oh, we should go to the labyrinth. Ah, there we go. Found it. It's over here is the... Why is there's a tree growing in the middle of it? I've never seen this before. Honestly. Okay. Okay, now that we found this, run around until we find another hole to the floor. Hole in the wall towards the floor. There's gonna be a lot of minotaurs. They drop raw meat, which is used. It's a good food. I found a way down over here. And now we are at the bottom part of the... We need to find... Ah, there it is. I can see it on the map because... not cheating, but it's a system. I think. Like you can explore the maze, have fun if you want, but I kind of don't care that much about it. That's why I'm using the beautiful map. Also, I am kind of also cheating by using... oh. Okay. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you can use these, turn this stone, and walk through. Because these are hard to break. I don't know if these have any... barely give you anything worth collecting. But they're good to get you where you want to go, and I got to the wrong place. I think this is the area for it. Oh, there we go. That's the room I'm looking for. And empty my inventory. I don't know where I got 28 blitz powder. I believe that's from the beetle I killed. The fire beetle. That's the minotaur. Beetle underneath. Here we go. Now that we killed that guy, that is a lot of fun. A lot of blitz powder thing. Like to have. Meat, that's meat stroganoff. It's very good food, and you have to eat one of them. So, and I'll collect the rest. Now let's make our easy way out, or not. Yes, there is no easy way out. Oh, we can... Don't you love Stormcraft? I'm just a magician. This is not cheating, this is just using magic. And there's a fire beetle. They drop a good amount of blitz. Talk about a magician. Now, next thing we need to fight is the Hydra. I would like to empty my inventory. I don't think I can go there yet. I need to eat one of the Stroganoffs. Okay, there we go. Eat Stroganoff. Now we should be able to go into the new area. New area? The Fire Swamp, I think. Called Fire Swamp, yes. Allow me to empty my inventory. Again. Random pieces of meat. Onic wells, you can put those. You can that. Now, in the center of the fire swamp, there should be a hard to miss cave. There it is. Left. In the middle of it is the Hydra. Interactive gameplay over here. There we go, Hydra dead. The hard fight. And pick these up. Ready to die. Stop speaking in a monotone voice, and we get Hydra Chomps. Hydra Chomp. Very, very good food. Next thing on the list, we need to go to the Dark Forest. There we go, I found a raven. A few of them. Now we can make the focus thing. And there we go, we got the map. We should technically... Where is... forest. Let me open my bag and let's claim all the other achievements. Put the heads over here that we earned. Is the Hydra. I do need to keep the Hydra head with me. I just remembered because we need that for the Dark Forest. If I open the map, it should show me the areas around me. And there we go. We found the Dark Forest. Now over here, pretty dark. Barely see anything. Magician over here. Eventually you'll find ruins. There they are. And what you need to find is the door to the room. Ah, there we go. That's the door to the room, which you probably don't need because you walk through. Place the head there. You can take it back. Now you go underground. What you need to find is a room with graves, crypt, a crypt. I think that's. And if looking at the map, it's all the way over here. That's how you get here. Here we go. Easy kill. Get the Argo trophy. Knightly sword. I don't care about any of these. Keep the rest. All I wanted is to kill this boss, which will unlock the center part of this forest. Now, if we do this, you can go walk on the top of the trees and get to the center, where the Urghast goes, usually. Get on the minimap. Yeah, we can go here. This is the Dark Forest Center, and this is the Dark Tower that I need for the cake. Entrance is usually down. For the entrance. Nothing in any of these chests. They want me to parkour. Yeah, sure. No, I'm built different. I don't do that. Just walk up. And this is locked. I'll keep the gas tiers. They kind of are valuable. You know, I've decided that I don't want to explore around or do the puzzles because I can just fly through everything. But I'm a wizard. I do not concern myself. And maybe I do concern myself. Can you leave me alone? Do this and get up. Blazes over here. Is that a blaze spawner? Almost at the surface. Oh, I'm seeing you here. Goodbye. Hello. We're almost at the surface. There's Urgust. Okay, to fight the Urgast, you need to kill mini-ghasts around like some traps, like these guys. And it will feed that thing over there. You activate it when the Urgast is above it. Let's go over here. There's no mini-ghasts. I'm pretty sure that this ghast could break my armor because it does hit a lot of times. The issue is there is no. I don't see any mini ghasts. Other. Wait for it to come. Come here. Come here, Mr. Guest. I would say out of all the Twilight Forest bosses, the Urgast is my favorite. Urgast. Because the trophy from the Urgast is dynamic. That was easy. This spawns in the center with all the Cremantine, Fiery Essence, and the Urgast. Now, congratulations, we got the trophy. And now we can go back home and start making the Botania stuff.